Hello everyone, this is Meher Sambol. I'm glad to be with you again today, speaking about one of the very important topics for parenting. So if you're father or mother, get tuned and listen carefully about our topic today. The topic today about setting boundaries. What's meant by setting boundaries? Setting boundaries is putting certain limits and rules inside the house. When we speak about parenting, it's very important from the early beginning when kids they're growing up to have clear boundaries. It's not okay that kids they can do whatever they want to do or just spend the time they need to spend it in front of a TV or with their devices or doing the homework at the time they want to do. It's a great thing kids to grow up with the freedom, but on the other hand, there is certain rules and regulation it should be done to let them understand that anything in life should be under structure. So we need to structure our life. We need to structure our home. It's not a choice or freedom that everyone at any given time can do whatever they want to do. There is factors we need to respect that, and there is chores we need to do it in order that to be part or members for the house. I see like many parents coming to in therapy, and I was talking with them. So how the kids doing in preparing their room and making their dress, their preparing their school bag. They think that they should do it as this is part of their chores, but literally they are not doing because they didn't get into a training from the beginning that there's certain boundaries they need to go for it. So today we'll have 7 steps we need to do it in order to set up clear boundaries, and I wish these steps to be easy. We can do it and we can start to apply it with our kids whatever the age of the kids. We'll never say it's too late, even if they are like teenagers. You can still apply that step by step and we'll see how it can work. So the first thing in setting boundaries, we need to be very precise. When we are saying certain rule or limits, we need to make sure that my rules or my limits or the boundaries I'm putting it, I need to be precise. That's exactly what I want. When I say you need kid to sleep at 9 p.m., that's exactly what's meant by being precise. We don't say we need you to sleep early. Early, that's not precise. Early, according to which standard? So we need to be very precise. And number two, we need to be very comprehensive in what we are precise. When the specific thing that we're saying, we need to be comprehensive. So, which means that in order my kids to be on bed at 9, you need to make sure that you be ready for that. You need to go and wash your face or do whatever you need to do. Make sure that you prepared your school bag if you are going next day to the school. So we need to be much more comprehensive on what we are asking. When we're asking our kids, you need to make up your bed when you wake up. From the beginning, if we didn't show them how they can do that, they will not understand exactly what's meant by making up the bed, what you really need from me to do. So I need to be comprehensive, or I'm sometimes going and showing them what it's required to be done. So number one, be precise, and number two, be very comprehensive and detailed about what you're asking them to do or what their limits. And number three, you need to set up consequences. And when we speak consequences, the first thing coming to our mind, yes, if you don't do that, you will be punished. You will be getting a timeout. No, it's not all the time to be a negative consequence. We can be very positive. If you're doing that, if you keep doing that, I will reward you. I will let you have extra time seeing, watching TV, taking an ice cream, get you some favorite food, going out on the weekend. So whatever we like to make it as a consequence, but be realistic and practical in your consequence, whatever negative or positive. Make sure that it can be applied. And definitely consequences, it should going by being consistent. So when we say if you're doing that, you will get that reward what should be done. Nothing more, nothing less. When we say that there will be a time out, there will be that time out as we agreed, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that what will be applied, nothing more, nothing less. So we need to be precise, we need to be comprehensive, we need to set up consequences, whatever positive or negative. And it's okay as a number four step to involve the kid in what you're saying. So it's not a must to be like orders all the way. This is what you need to do, and that's exactly what I want from you, and this is a consequence. We can get the kid and we can talk. Whenever there is a need that we can have a kind of discussion. What about this? Let them at least share in the consequence. What about if I will take, if you didn't do that, what's about this kind of reward? This will make you happy? Yeah, if that, okay, then we'll apply. But if we see that it doesn't matter, so it's not a reward. So involving the kids in the boundaries will be very good. Number five, we need to, after we making precise, being comprehensive, when setting the consequences, and we involving the kids. Okay, definitely I'll speak me and my partner, my wife, that we need to be agreeing on that. We can't just everyone like doing his own boundaries with the kids. We need from the beginning, we need to be agreeing about what we're doing. That's why after from the beginning we agree, me and my partner, and setting with the kids, being precise, being comprehensive, setting rules, and involving them in what we're saying, we need to have an agreement. So are we agree on that? It's like a contract. Sometimes parents, they write a paper and will say, we'll write this paper and everyone will write his name in order to make sure that we agree about this kind of agreement that we did it today. We involved, all of us involved in it, all of us discuss it, and all of us agreed about. So let's agree by a paper or by word. It's okay, whatever it like to be. Number six, whenever we're putting all of that and we put the agreement, there's one thing very important when we're dealing with the consequences after the agreement. When we see our kids doing what they need to do, it's not preferable to say good boy, or if they didn't do that, bad boy. Because being good or bad, it will not be related to one thing they are doing it. Okay, we need to be much more mindful about that, because being good, it's about me. I'm a good person. If I did something wrong, it will not say that I'm a bad person. I'm a good person, but I did something wrong. So we don't need the kids to grow up with a feeling of guilt and shame, and I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. We don't need to go into this. So preferably don't use not good and not bad in our discussion, especially when putting rules and regulations and boundaries inside the house. It is very important. There are things acceptable and unacceptable. There are things that it's okay or not okay. There seems to be precise again. What has been done, it's done with the right way or it's done with the wrong way. But it is about the situation, about the action, not about the person that we are talking with. Okay, and the last thing, the most important thing, it's not okay to set up rules for our kids while we're not doing that. So we need to be the role model. We need to be a model. We don't ask them, you need to make up your bed while we're not. You don't need to finish your food while we're not. You don't need to do whatever we're asking for them while we're doing the opposite. We don't need our kids to see us as parents that we are hypocrites. We need to be very clear. We need to be a real good role model. Kids learning from what they see from the parents, not from what they hear from the parents. So whatever you're doing is what the kids will get it, not whatever you're saying. So this is the 7 step. Let me revise them quickly. Number 1, be precise. 2, be comprehensive. 3, set up consequence, positive or negative. Involve the kids. Agree on all of that. Don't ever use good or bad about the person. Deal with the subject itself, not with the person. Deal with the situation, with the action that you require them to do it, or the boundaries you need to deal with it, but not the person directly. And finally, you need to be a role model for that. That's the topic for today. I hope that it was okay to get all of this information. You got it clear. If you need to ask more about that, you can write for me, you can email me. You'll find my contact and my information in the link. It will be attached to this video. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next movie. Bye bye.